How's it going? Welcome. Question for you. What is the first thing that comes to mind when I say the word cheese? Cheese. Does money come into mind? I'm going to tie this together here. Cheese equals money today. Let me explain. So I just took my first run, my first assignment. It's not a whole shift. My first run, I actually did two, on Field Agent. My name is Mike. This is the first time that you and I are meeting, and it's my job to help you make money in different side hustles. And this field agent thing, it's interesting. They give you different gigs in your marketplace. Take a look here, little arrows indicating different gigs in your market, and it can range from, get this, real estate audits, grocery audits, what they call I Spy, and more. So it's a lot of photo audits. Just, take a picture and you'll get paid for it. You'll go to the assignment location, you literally take a picture or two and you get paid for it. So that's what I did today. But a concern of this immediately became apparent. So let me go over what I did here in Pittsburgh. So here's the field agent jobs in Pittsburgh, again indicated by that little arrow. It says one assignment in these locations, and for me they're at all these Giant Eagle grocery stores. So all grocery stores. So I click on it, it says category overview photo audits, $5, and then it says the distance that it's away from me. So all right, let's click on this. 1.32 miles away, and interestingly it shows you all assignments under that category, which is interesting. And what you're looking at here at the top in blue, that's 4 hours. You got 4 hours to complete it and you'll get $5. But again, I just got to go to these places and take a picture. Let me explain. So let's grab this first location here on Center Ave, Giant Eagle, $5. Click on it. This is the screen that we get. It says, hi agents, we are interested in learning more about a specific product section at the location listed. In this job, you will be required to answer one question, take up to 2 to 4 overview photos. That's it. That is it. And you get $5. Then it says, as always, please be sure to read instructions. Cool. Click accept. It says you're about to accept this job. Again, it says, hey, you got 4 hours to complete it. Sounds good to me. Let's click continue. And going back to that same screen, it now says reserved. You click on it again. It says this, would you like to complete this job now? Yeah. I mean, I'm in the area. I want to do it. So we'll click yes. And then it says this, welcome. Once inside the listed location, please visit the dairy, eggs, and cheese department and find the main natural cheese aisle / section. Products / section examples, entire cheese set in dairy department, total cheese aisle. If you have trouble, ask an associate for help. Please be sure to search the entire requested area, and you will have between 2 and 4 overview photos to ensure the entire area is captured. And then funny, I thought it says, we are relying on you to be our eyes in the store. So let's move on. Nextly, it's just going to ask you simply, were you able to locate the, in this case, the cheese dairy section? And we click yes. Then it says, excellent. Now that you've made it to the requested section, please take 2 to 4 overview photos capturing the entire section. Then it gives us an example here of the entire section with overlapping photos. So that just ensures you're capturing this entire display here. So keep in mind, I'm doing this on a Wednesday afternoon. What is it? It's 4 p.m. right now. This was maybe an hour ago. So it's a busy weekday afternoon. People are shopping, and think about trying to just randomly take photos here, okay? So I'm at the cheese display, and there's some customers like going in, going out, and I'm waiting for the opportunity, and then take picture number 1 from the left, picture number 2 overlapping a little bit, right? And then I only need 3 pictures here. That's fine. Just 2 to 4 as long as you get the whole section in the pictures. And then, overlapping number 3. And I got to tell you, it is 100% as awkward as you think it is. Just trying to back up a little bit, wait till no one's there, and then clearly take a picture, like holding your phone in landscape. But we're doing it for the gig, all right? But hang with me. You did it. Your work is uploading to the field agent team now. Check the active page later to verify. So if we go to the active work section, there it is. And if we go into earnings, it is pending $5. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. I'm going to detail what happened on assignment number 2 because there's something that's really, really tricky. You're going to want to hear this. But hey, if you've enjoyed assignment number 1, drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing. Again, my name is Mike. I've been doing this stuff since 2015. It's my job, again, to help you make money in different side hustles. So I went to Giant Eagle number 2. I didn't know. Now, I chose assignment number 2. You know, you can do 1, you can do 3 or more. You know, I just took another one here. So I was curious, is it going to tell me to audit another part of the store? But it was the same thing. It was still the cheese, dairy, egg section. So let me tell you what happened on assignment number 2. So I go into the Giant Eagle. I'm looking for the cheese again. And there's an associate stocking the artisanal cheese, like the fancy cheese by the deli counter or whatever. But I figured that wasn't it. So I walked by her. I'm trying to find the regular, like, American cheese. I couldn't find it. Should have looked harder. I couldn't find it. So I went back to her and I said, excuse me, I'm looking for the cheese section. I'm doing I don't know what I said, like a display audit or something on Field Agent. It's an app that does, you know, again, display audits or whatever. And I showed her the app, and it'll give you that example of the cheeses. And I said, is there another cheese section? She said, yeah. So we saw, she said, okay, no, that's like the regular cheese, which I thought. And she took me over there. And that's when what I figured was going to happen, happened. And she was very nice. But, you know, the first thing you think of is like, she's like, now what app is this? Or what are you doing? Right? Like who are you? I'm like, oh. And this is maybe a tip for you. You know, my background's in customer service. So I have years of experience, you know, tens of thousands of phone calls with customer service. Is, you know, just politely explain. I brought it up my phone. And I scrolled over. I said, this is Field Agent. They do a lot of, you know, display audits and the like. I was actually just up at the other Giant Eagle. So as we were walking to the regular cheese aisle, you know, she's, you know, okay. She's like, I just don't know if, you know, Giant Eagle wants people taking pictures inside, right? And I guarantee you're going to hear that if you're doing this Field Agent stuff. And again, just professionally and politely explain, you know, I definitely get that. It's just an assignment that they gave me. This is actually the first time I'm using the app. And I told her what I'd recommend, because most likely you're going to have other people doing this in the future, is just mention it, you know, in your team meetings, management, or whatever. Mention if they've heard of Field Agent. Because on the other side of the coin, for you, the gig worker, hopefully they have heard of Field Agent. And hopefully these apps, Field Agent, obviously in this circumstance, should be relaying, you know, obviously who they are, maybe some kind of contract, you know, to be allowed, or I'm not sure what happens on the back end, but the grocery store should know, or at least someone in management, someone should have got an email or whatever of this partnership, like, hey, you might get Field Agent people. Because I told her, and again, I related this to gig stuff, like, oh, it's like a side hustle app, I'm doing this as like a gig, they gave me an assignment, and then I related it to, well, you guys have Instacart and Shipt shoppers in here, right? And she said yes. I said exactly, it's kind of like the same thing like that. But again, I used to work for Walmart, and that was a big flag of the management team. If anyone saw someone taking pictures, a huge flag, they would get them out of the store, basically. So if you run into that, let me tell you this, if you run into that, any problems, look, the assignment's $5. It's not worth it. And I think there was something in the app that said, was there any problems? You know, give us notes, give us feedback if there was any problems. But I just clicked on, you know, everything went smoothly. So if you were to run into any problems with an associate or management, again, just explain, I would give your name, make it personable, say, hey, my name is Mike. Again, I was explaining to so-and-so that I'm working on Field Agent. So what Field Agent does is different audits, display audits, real estate audits, and the like, and show them the screens too. You want to go through that with them. You can say, look, I was just at this Giant Eagle. You can see the different assignments in your marketplace, and I just have to take a picture of the cheese aisle, honestly. They just want me to take 1, 2, 3 pictures, whatever, just to encompass the cheese aisle. And if they say no, that's fine. Honestly, if they're like, no, you know, we'd rather you not, then don't fight it. I would get some feedback to Field Agent, and what I would tell them too, because again, you're legit, I mean, you have an assignment, I would say, no problem. What I'll do is make a note in the Field Agent app just because I can complete this assignment, and hopefully we can get someone to reach out to the stores, you know, your store or some other stores here, just to kind of give you guys some more information. I'm not sure if they've already done that. You know, I'm just a gig worker. I do this as a side hustle, but I'll make a note here just to make sure you guys know. And again, I would kind of relate this to Instacart and Shipt. I would say that first. I say, you guys have Shipt shoppers, you know, they come in, they fulfill orders, or Instacart shoppers. I mean, a lot of these places, they'll say yes, and they're familiar with that. It's like, cool. It's the same kind of thing. It's just, you know, we're doing a quick audit. I'm in and out. Direct deposits take 2 to 3 business days to arrive in your bank account. That's pretty on par with most of these gig apps here. So I'll post down in the comments of this video when that payment cleared. I mean, clear pictures encompassing the entire cheese section is asked, so I don't see any problems here. But again, I'll post down in the comments just to make sure. Let me know your thoughts on Field Agent. 2 assignments. Frankly, they both would have been super seamless. It's just, you know, I actually asked an associate because I couldn't find that one cheese aisle, which I should have been able to find. There's assignments here and there in your marketplace, but there's not enough to do this, you know, like your main side hustle. Certainly not a full-time hustle, but what these apps do is they're great filler apps. So if you're doing rideshare, food delivery, whatever, and you're parked here and you don't have an assignment, if you have an assignment for an easy $5, boom, 1, 2, 3 pictures, and you get $5 anyway, and you're multi-niching, you're still online with your food delivery, with your rideshare, whatever it is, you can run in there and take a quick picture. So Field Agent and other apps like this, maybe some survey apps, they serve as, again, filler assignments. So you're not just sitting around. And again, if you can do 1 or 2 of these an hour, when you're adding $5, $10 per hour to fill in some of this time, and then hopefully, you know, you go in there for 5 minutes and you've got another request on like food delivery. So let me know. This is really interesting. Let me know your thoughts on Field Agent down below. Drop a like in this video. Much more to come on this and a lot of other side hustle apps. You can click or tap the screen here as well for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.